Billionaire kicks open gym doors, catches cleaner spinning with his crying daughter. Thabani Dlamini strides over the glossy floor, dress shoes clapping like a gavel. Security hustles behind him. A Mapiano bass thumps from a small Bluetooth speaker on a shelf. In the center of the mat, Amara Nwoko pivots, one hand on a mop handle, the other guiding 8-year-old Zola in her wheelchair through a slow spin. Zola's cheeks are damp, but a giggle slips out as the chair completes its turn. The sound freezes everyone. Trainers stop mid-push-up. A treadmill belt squeals when an assistant forgets to hit pause. "Stop that racket," Thabani barks, his tone sharp enough to slice the beat. He slaps the speaker's power button. Silence crashes in. Amara releases the mop, wheels Zola back 2 paces, then steps aside. Her shoulders stay square, head high. She waits for orders. Zola lifts the earbuds tucked under her headband. One purple bead on her locks catches the gym's overhead glare. She glances at her father, unsure if she should smile again. Security Chief Banda clears his throat, ready to remove the cleaner. Thabani's hand shoots up. Banda halts mid-step. "Who gave permission for this?" Thabani's voice barely rises, but each word lands solid. "I clean here every dawn, sir," Amara says. She keeps her reply steady, almost flat. "Your daughter enjoys music. She asked me to dance." Zola taps the wheelchair armrest in a leftover rhythm. A faint chuckle escapes before she clamps her lips. Kudzai Niathi rushes in, tablet under one arm, tie not yet knotted. He scans the scene, eyes locking on Zola's lingering grin. The sight flickers across his consultant instincts like a breaking headline. Thabani notices. His jaw muscles bunch, then relax. He points at Zola. "First laugh in months?" No one answers. The silence does it for them. Amara kneels, wipes Zola's cheek with a microfiber cloth tucked from her pocket, then steps back, hands behind her. The move feels rehearsed. She's been here before. The gym lights blink once. Generator hiccup. Aircon lowers to a hush. A picture frame on the far wall rattles. Staff instinctively glance up. Lusangwe Heights rarely trembles. Kudzai edges closer to Thabani. "Sir, the camera in the corner caught everything. Might be useful." He speaks low, mint gum clicking against his teeth. Thabani eyes the lens fixed above the squat rack. Red status light glows. "Pull the footage," he orders. "Yes, sir." Kudzai signals to Banda, who taps his radio. A tech in gray coveralls sprints from the hallway. Amara moves to collect her mop. The handle knocks a dumbbell, metal on metal. A clang echoes, louder than it should. She flinches at the noise but keeps working. Zola wheels herself forward 1/2 meter. Small fingers brush Amara's elbow. The girl whispers, voice barely there, but the gym's hush makes it audible. "Play it again later?" Amara nods once, no words needed. It's a contract sealed by eye contact. Thabani turns, Kotum whipping. He strides to the exit but stops at the threshold. Without looking back, he says, "The speaker stays off until I review that clip." Zola's eyebrows pinch. Her hand drifts toward the power button on her chair control panel, instinctive rebellion. Amara gently lowers it. Kudzai follows the billionaire out. Banda positions 2 guards near the doors. One mutters to the other, "Morning's getting spicy." The partner shushes him, eyes on Amara. Trainer Sethi approaches Amara, voice pitched low. "That was gutsy." She shrugs, props the mop against a wall, then empties a bucket into the floor drain. Water circles, carrying specks of dust like tiny dancers swept off stage. Lights dip again. Generator falters. A fan stalls with a cough. Sethi taps the power switch on a treadmill. Dead. "Need maintenance?" In the gloom, Amara's phone vibrates. Cheek's clinic sends an automated reminder, outstanding balance due. She pockets the device, gripped tight enough to blanch her knuckles. Banda addresses staff. "Gym closed 10 minutes for power reset. Everyone clear." Employees funnel out. leaving Amara and Zola for last. Amara releases the brake on the wheelchair, guides it toward the exit. Zola glances back at the silent speaker, then at the red camera light still shining. In the corridor, marble tiles reflect overhead strip lights sputtering back to full glow. Kudzai reappears, tablet now active. He blocks their path gently. "Miss Nwoko, is it?" Amara nods. "Please report to media operations at 9 sharp. We need your full name for internal credit." His smile sits somewhere between polite and calculated. "Internal only," Amara replies. "Of course," Kudzai says, already moving on. Zola whispers after him, "He smells like toothpaste and trouble." Amara almost laughs but smothers it with a cough. They reach the service elevator. Inside, the polished steel walls reflect their mismatched silhouettes, formal cleaner's tunic next to a wheelchair dotted with sticker stars. The doors slide shut. Down in the staff corridor, Sifo Kumalo leans on his baton, humming off key. "Big man looked like rain cloud," he says as they pass. Amara presses the call button for laundry. "Storm's not over." Sifo grins. "Throw the blanket wide when rain comes," he declares, proud of the mangled proverb. He nods toward the ceiling. Cameras love a hero story. Doors open. Amara wheels Zola inside, presses level 2. As panels close, Zola hums the Amapiano hook under her breath. The elevator's security camera tilts, servo whining, tracking them until the last sliver of light disappears. Upstairs in Thabani's private office, Kudzai taps his tablet. A grainy still frames Amara mid-spin, Zola beaming. He zooms, checks timestamp, checks again. He starts a transfer to external drive. Progress bar creeps, then hangs at 39%. Network glitch. Thabani paces behind him. "Why is that bar frozen?" "Generator lag interrupted backup," Kudzai explains. "I'll reroute through a hotspot." "Fix it. I want that clip in my inbox before board call." Kudzai toggles cellular. Progress resumes, slow but steady. He risks a glance at his boss. "They'll eat this up, sir." Titan of industry melts for daughter. We frame it right. Front pages turn sweet. Thabani adjusts an unwound watch on his wrist, frown deep. One laugh doesn't erase 8 months of silence. Kudzai doesn't answer. He watches the bar inch to 100, then signals completion. File secured. Back in the service wing, Amara collects disinfectant bottles, stacks towels. Her knees bend to a beat only she hears. Zola rests nearby, scrolling through her tablet, searching for a new song. The child pauses on a track, volume low, beat faint. Amara nods approval, then wipes a bench. Her lips count silently, a dancer marking time. 1, 2, 3 lift. Mop glides, bucket rolls. Dust motes swirl like tiny shadows echoing forgotten choreography. The mansion lights flicker one last time before stabilizing. Somewhere upstairs, a hard drive fan spins up, ready to carry an image of a laughing child into the wide world. Thabani stands at the window wall, city skyline just brightening. Sirens echo far off. He taps the watch crystal, still unwound, and exhales through his nose. "Timing," he mutters, "always timing." Behind him, Kudzai stares at the frozen frame of joy he just saved. He wonders for the briefest second who truly owns a moment once it's caught on camera. Security Chief Banda enters on cue. "Jim ready again, sir." Thabani nods without turning. "Leave it. Meeting room in 15. Banda exits. Downstairs, Zola presses play. A soft drum loop slides through the air vents, almost too quiet to catch. Amara's foot taps once, twice. Wheelchair squeaks forward. Mop handle tilts. The dance may be banned for now, but the rhythm refuses to die. In the hush that follows, the mansion feels like a held breath waiting to burst. Kudzai's fingers drum the desk while the clip renders. He trims dead air, boosts the giggle, overlays a soft title card. When love breaks through, he skips credits. Upload starts on the private channel reserved for press drops. Progress hangs at 60%. Resumes after he kills the mansion Wi-Fi and tethers to his phone. He checks the timestamp, hits publish, and fires a text to 3 influencer contacts. The video goes public at 07:12. Views tick from 50 to 200 in a single breath. Downstairs, Amara wipes fingerprints off the glass lift doors. Her phone pings with a group chat sticker, dancing broom emoji followed by exploding confetti. She taps the link. The reel plays. Caption reads, "Billionaire dad melts. Anonymous staff saves the day." No mention of her name. Sifo strolls up, coffee flask in hand. "You're flying on the net, Miss Amara." He spreads his arms like wings. 2 stones and 1 bird, nay? He laughs at his own mix-up. Amara pockets the phone. Stones drop fast, Sifo. At the breakfast terrace, Thabani sits beside Zola, cameras lined in a neat half-circle. He leans close, smile measured. Reporters fire questions. Zola keeps hands folded, earbuds nowhere in sight. PR assistants hover with cue cards no one can read from this angle. Thabani answers briskly. "Zola is my inspiration. Every day she teaches me resilience." The quote lands, shutters click. He pulls her in for a side hug. She accepts, shoulders stiff. Inside the media van, Kudzai monitors social dashboards. View count climbs past 2 million by 0930. $$ dance hope trends 4th nationwide. He sees comments asking about the cleaner's identity. He ignores them. A soft ping signals encrypted mail. Subject line, mismatch in Zola Hope ledger. Sender tag CDM. Kudzai's jaw tightens. He moves the message to a hidden folder, eyes darting at the driver's mirror. Across town, Lorato Mensa edits a scooter review. Her laptop buzzes. The same email lands in her tips inbox, attachment size hefty. She cancels the render, opens the file list, PDFs titled Quarter Report 3 and Donor Flow. She whistles low. Subscribers will eat this. She messages her producer, possible whale. Producer replies with a gif of popcorn. Midday sun hammers the service courtyard. Amara wheels trash to the compactor. Banda approaches, clipboard tucked under arm. Operations wants you upstairs, 11 sharp. She arrives in a small boardroom. Kudzai greets her with a toothy grin and envelope. Token of gratitude, consultancy fee. He slides it across. Amara's hands stay on the table. For what exactly? You inspired the moment, accounting insisted. He stands, smooths his blazer, flips a pen between fingers. She opens the flap. Neatly stacked cash. She closes it, places it back. Internal credit, you said. Kudzai's phone vibrates, battery icon flashes red. He sighs, grabs a power bank. Think it over, no rush. He walks out, already dialing. Amara glances at the wall clock, 11:17. She leaves the envelope, heads for the laundry chute. Her own phone buzzes with a payment reminder from Kano General. She powers it down. Storm clouds gather by mid-afternoon. Mansion lights flicker. A low hum fades, returns, fades again. Generator coughs once, then silence. The estate sinks into dim emergency bulbs, Banda radios maintenance. Diesel intake jammed, 15 minutes. He posts extra guards at data rooms. Amara seizes the margin. She guides Zola's chair into the lift, but backup power stalls halfway. The car hangs between floors. Red emergency lamp glows overhead. Zola taps armrest. Like camping. She forces a grin. 5 minutes later, the lift grinds downward. Doors part at the parking level. Air smells of petrol and dust. Amara rolls Zola toward the lobby ramp. A faint electronic beep echoes from the locked garage ahead. Zola points. Hear that? Amara listens. 2 slow beeps, pause, too short. She angles toward the sound. Banda's voice booms behind them. Stay clear of vehicle bay. Amara pivots, pushes Zola to safety in the corridor. She turns just as Banda rounds the corner. He eyes the lift panel still blinking error codes. Power almost back. Use surface halls until then. Yes, sir, she says steady. Banda keys into the garage. The heavy door shuts. The beeps continue a moment before cutting off. Rain starts tapping the roof. Sifo jogs in, soaked, waving his cap. Power's crawling, boss. Generator filter clogged with dust nuggets. Focus on exterior gates, Banda orders. Sifo nods, spots Amara. Storm shakes the blanket wide. He winks, hurries off, leaving a trail of muddy prints. Upstairs, the terrace press pack packs up. Reporters hustle to vans before rain ruins gear. Thabani heads inside, phone pressed to ear. 5 million views already? Push corporate channels too. He disappears into his office. Zola finally retrieves her earbuds from pocket. She offers one to Amara. They share the music, volume low. Thunder masks the riff. In the boardroom, Kudzai reopens the hidden email, studies ledger pages. Columns show transfers to shell accounts labeled Sunvault Islands. He wipes sweat from his upper lip, saves screenshots to a thumb drive, slips it into his inner jacket. He steps into the hallway and almost collides with Chief Dia Musa. The older man lifts an eyebrow. Long day? Only getting longer, Chairman. Kudzai forces a smile. Dia nods, enters a conference room. Door shuts. Kudzai exhales, checks the corridor cameras, offline. He quickens pace. Evening rolls in. Power returns, lights stabilize. Amara finishes folding towels. She reaches the small envelope left on the boardroom table. She tucks it into her pocket, uncertain. Her phone reboots. She scrolls the viral clip. View count 5,014,783. Comments scroll too fast to read. She notices her own reflection on the screen, eyes tired. A text pops up from an unknown number. You deserve credit. Meet me. 21, Greengate. She frowns, types back, who? No reply. Rain eases to drizzle. Night staff clock in. Banda logs incident report about power loss. Includes mention of audio alarms in garage but says cause undetermined. At 20:52, Amara steps outside, hoodie up, envelope still in pocket. Sifo guards the path, hums a tune. Night air heals, he says. She heads for the estate's rear access. Greengate looms, half hidden by climbing vines. Lorado waits astride a small motorcycle, helmet visor up, grin wide. You the dancer? Lorado asks. Depends, Amara answers. I have questions, and maybe answers. Lorado hands over a spare helmet. Engine sputters, coughs, finally roars. Behind them, mansion windows glow gold. In one, Thabani stands, phone lit against his ear. On another floor, Kudzai paces, thumb drive rolling over knuckles. Overhead, security cameras blink, then freeze, rainwater shorting a junction box. Amara climbs onto the bike. Lorado guns the throttle. Tires hiss on wet gravel, tearing away from the estate. Mud splashes, visor fogs, but the road opens to the city lights. Half a kilometer back, Banda steps into the garage again. The dashcam inside the dented Shumba X9 flashes red, starts a new recording on its own corrupted loop. The night decides it isn't finished talking. Midnight markets never sleep. Smoke from grill fires hangs low while vendors slice onions with rapid clacks. Lorado parks the motorcycle beside a flickering street lamp and hands Amara a paper tray loaded with suya skewers. Both women eat standing, eyes on opposite corners. Lorado wipes chili from her fingers. The ledger leaks are solid but dry. We need something that hits the heart. Amara nods toward her hoodie pocket where the envelope bulges. Money won't fix 8 months of silence. The proof sits in that garage. Dashcam? Beeping every power cut, Amara says. Card must still be inside. Lorado pulls a small gimbal camera from her backpack, checks battery. You grab the file, I document chain of custody, viewers love receipts. A boda driver idles nearby, helmet balanced on one handlebar. Lorado pays him half up front, sets pickup time for Zo 430, rear gate of Lusangwe Heights. The driver stuffs notes under seat cushion, revs once, nods. They split. Amara takes a minibus back, keeps head down. Mansion gates loom at 02:15, guards yawning under rain-streaked lights. She flashes staff badge, steps through service door. Inside, generators groan at low RPM, maintenance still flushing diesel lines. Emergency bulbs paint corridors dull orange. Perfect cover. She wheels cleaning trolley toward restricted garage. Banda's voice crackles on hallway intercom, announcing rolling power tests. Doors will auto-lock each cycle. Amara times her path between signals. At the garage entrance, keypad glows faint. She swipes stolen ID card lifted from an absent mechanic's locker earlier. Light turns green. Door slides half open, then stalls on low voltage, leaving a narrow gap. She squeezes through. The wrecked Shumba X9 crouches in the corner, tarp draped like a shroud. Rain residue leaks onto the concrete from a skylight crack above. Beep, beep, pause, beep, beep. Dashcam still alive. Amara peels back tarp. Crumpled bonnet, shattered windshield spidered inwards. She climbs onto the running board, reaches behind rearview mount. Plastic clip stubborn. She yanks. Dashcam pops free but stays tethered by a thin power cable. Footsteps echo in corridor. She freezes, listens. Keys jingle, cartwheels squeak. Likely night janitor. She unhooks cable, pockets cam. Memory slot underside sealed with tiny screw. She digs a hairpin from bun, twists, screw loosens. Micro SD ejects into her palm. She drops it into the zipped coin pocket over her heart. Door mechanism whines. Lock cycle starting. She darts to side exit, but handle resists. Main door gap narrows to a slit. She pushes trolley against a bumper, hops on top, squeezes through seconds before metal meets frame. Her sleeve snags, ripping the cuff. She lands hard, breath shallow but steady. Hallway empty. She ditches trolley, heads for loading bay. Unexpected voice stops her. Night shift still wild, hey? Sipho steps out from shadow, baton tapping boot rhythm. Raincoat draped over one arm. Amara straightens. Generator glitch. I'm rerouted to linens. Sipho spots tear in her cuff, then sees dashcam peeking from back pocket. His eyes widen. He lowers voice. That the truth box? Only chance, she says. He glances at ceiling camera, still dark from earlier short. He steps aside. Take service tunnel, gate 3. Guards snooze there. Why help? Kids laugh when you dance. My mother laughs too, watching on phone. He pulls out a small key. Opens tunnel hatch. Bring it back if you can. Amara pockets key, squeezes his forearm. 2 birds, 1 bush, she says. Close enough. Sipho grins. She jogs down narrow stairs, pushes through damp crawl space. Rat scurries past her shoe. At hatch she inserts key, metal clicks. Outside, air rushes in. Lorado waits atop the Bota, driver restless. Amara clambers out, returns key. Sipho locks hatch behind her, melts into shadows. Driver guns engine. They shoot down the back lane, water spraying from potholes. Mansion alarm suddenly wails. Red strobes flash behind perimeter wall. Security jeep bursts through side gate, headlights slicing rain. Lorado slaps driver's shoulder. Left, then Market Alley. Bota swerves, nearly clips a vendor cart stacked with plantains. Jeep pursues, horn blaring. Wet road narrows, a fallen tree branch forces a zigzag. Jeep fishtails, loses seconds. Driver brakes at congested intersection where traffic police flag vehicles. Jeep knots into the queue. Bota threads between minibuses, breaks free onto a footbridge path barred to cars. They stop under a bus shelter 3 blocks on. Amara's hands tremble as she hands over full fare plus hazard bonus. Driver pockets cash, vanishes into drizzle. Lorado leads Amara into a co-working loft above a printing shop. Fluorescent tubes buzz overhead. She powers her laptop, slots card into reader. Drive mounts. 2 files open, dashcam audio.move and speed data at CSV. They hit play. Static, then Thabani's voice blurred by alcohol. Watch the curve. Watch the damn screech. Zola's scream. Metal crunch. GPS stamp reading 2214 8 months ago. Lorado records screen with her phone as backup. Upload speed crawls. Network throttled by rain. 7% 10. Progress stalls at 13. We need redundancy, Lorado says. She plugs cellular hotspot. Connection returns, but car directory blinks. File sizes shrinking. Corruption spreading. Amara bites lip, pulls cam from pocket, switches on. Device menu offers recover option. She hits confirm. Bar advances painfully slow. Laptop shows 18% on upload, but audio skips. Lorado swears, slams table. Dead sectors. Amara scans room, spots old cassette recorder on a shelf, part of a podcast kit. Play through speakers, she says. They route cam audio into recorder, hit record. Magnetic tape whirs, capturing every crackle. Outside, sirens fade closer. Lorado peeks through blinds. White SUV with security livery cruises street, spotlight sweeping facades. She yanks socket, kills interior lights. Only laptop glow remains. Upload reaches 29%, then freezes. A pop-up, network limit exceeded. Lorado pounds trackpad. We're capped. Footsteps echo in stairwell. Heavy, deliberate. Someone rattles downstairs door. Amara grabs recorder, stuffs in her tote. Lorado slings camera bag. Back exit leads to metal fire escape. They slip out, descend 2 flights to alley littered with soaked flyers. A cat screeches, skitters away. They dart past stacked crates, emerge onto narrow lane where the boda driver now chats with a kiosk owner. He spots them, waves, no time. They sprint opposite direction toward main road where minibus horns blast. Down the block, mansion jeep idles, 2 guards scanning sidewalks. Lorado drags Amara into a doorway. Rain masks their breaths. Guards speak over radios, frustration clear in jerky gestures. Recorder inside tote clicks off as tape ends. Evidence safe but still analog. Lorado grips Amara's elbow. Audio lives, we move it before they trace us. Headlights swing their way. Door behind them suddenly unlocks from inside. Elderly night porter peers out, surprised. Lorado shoves a folded note into his hand, whispers, "Taxi call?" He nods, beckons them through a narrow lobby smelling of floor polish. They slip inside as jeep cruises right past. Porter points to back corridor leading to a second street. Old cab rank there. He pockets the note, returns to his radio. Amara and Lorado hustle down corridor, shoes squelching. At the exit, they pause. Lorado rewinds recorder 2 seconds. Playback confirms slurred confession still crisp. They push door open. City lights spill over wet asphalt. A lone taxi waits, engine running for warmth. Driver leans out. Meter's broken, but I'm cheap. Lorado grins, ushers Amara into back seat. She hands driver a location. He nods, merges into sparse traffic. Behind them, security jeep pulls into same corridor entrance too late. Guards exit, spot empty lobby, shout into radios. Taxi turns corner, taillights blinking out of view. Inside, Amara clutches tote, whisper counting steps as if still on stage. Lorado shoots a quick selfie with recorder in frame, sends it to her producer with caption, "Heartbeat secured. Upload soon." The city keeps drumming on roofs. Evidence rides in the dark, intact for now, but racing against battery life and men with louder engines. Lorado's taxi breaks outside a cramped studio above a tire shop. Neon sign blinks half-lit letters. Inside, her producer Felix dozes in a swivel chair, earphones on. Lorado drops the recorder on the desk. "Wake up, deadline's now." Felix jolts upright, fumbles for glasses. "You bring gold." "Audio plus partial ledger, stitch them." Amara plugs the dash cam into a power brick, starts second recovery pass. File rebuild crawls at 2% per minute. She paces, counting silent 8 counts. Felix stacks assets on a timeline. Dance clip, ledger screenshots, dashcam slur, crash screech. He overlays captions in bright yellow, "Billionaire broke his own daughter." At 0440, he hits export. Progress bar hesitates at 70 when the building's power flickers. They shove plugs into an old UPS. Export resumes slower. Felix wipes sweat with coffee-stained sleeve. Algorithm hates dawn drops, but we gamble. Render completes. Upload begins on StreetLens channel. Cellular signal jerks between 3 and 1 bar. Lorado hotspots off 2 phones. Adds her subscriber count handwritten on tape, 794,877. Time to climb. By 0605, the video sits live, auto-translated captions running. Comments erupt. He made her cry, then sold the smile? Unsubscribe from greed. Views jump 10K each minute. Across town, Thabani's alarm buzzes. He scans phones, sees news banners quoting StreetLens. He dials Kudzai. Kill that feed. Kudzai sits in his apartment, thumb drive on table, headphones plugged into the very video. He pauses, bruised eyes fixed on waveform of his boss's slurred crash words. He answers, "We're past kill, sir. It's everywhere." Then Barry, lawyers, now. At 0712, Government Procurement Board posts a statement freezing SolarNet's fiber contract pending clarification. Stock exchange halts trading on SolarNet before opening bell. Brokers flood message groups with panic emojis. Chief Dia arrives at his downtown office, reporters waiting outside. He keeps head low, says only, "Board will meet." Inside the mansion, Bonda disconnects main router, but Zola's tablet already cached the video. She watches in her room, eyes wide, earbuds dangling. Downstairs, kitchen TV loops the exposé. Staff whisper. Amara's image flashes beside audio wave. Cook murmurs, "That's her." Thabani storms into the gym where the original clip first sparked. Empty room echoes his footsteps. He slams fist on the speaker, knocks it to the floor. Plastic cracks, silence wins. Lawyers file an emergency application for a gag order at 09:15. Court clerk schedules hearing for 06 next day, open session. Judge denies closed doors, citing public interest. Live stream allowed under new transparency directive. Papers hit feeds within minutes. Kudzai receives notice he must appear. He digs through closet for a clean suit, finds only the charcoal one he wore during the breakfast interview. He steams wrinkles while voicemail fills with media requests. At the studio, Lorado rips open instant noodles, slurps between calls. Subscriber tape updates to 921-300. She tells Felix, cut a follow-up with staff reactions. Felix yawns, nods. Amara sits on the floor, back against filing cabinet. Brother's hospital bill open on phone. She glances at the views counter hitting 2 million, whispers, "Hold on, cheek." Police sirens pass outside but keep moving, no knock yet. Relief lasts seconds. Felix's screen glitches. Copyright claim from SolarNet's media arm targets the dance footage inside their video. Stream remains but monetization blocked. Lorado laughs bitterly. They want ad revenue from their own downfall. She files a counterclaim citing fair use, document trail visible to viewers. Commenters cheer. #Dancegate pushes to #1. Noon press conference at SolarNet HQ. Thabani stands behind podium, voice clipped. The content circulating is maliciously edited. Journalists shout questions about dashcam GPS. He refuses to answer. Feed shows Kudzai at back of room, arms folded, not taking notes. Chief Dia appears beside reporters, not with executives. Cameras swivel. He speaks calmly. Board will cooperate with investigators. He steps away before follow-ups. After conference, Thabani corners Kudzai in hallway. "You stand behind me or you stand unemployed." Kudzai's hands tremble but stay at his sides. Evidence speaks louder than spin. Thabani's glare could drill steel. He walks off, phone already to ear. Late afternoon, courthouse steps swarm with cameras setting up tripods for dawn. Vendors claim spots, plan to sell coffee. In the temporary shelter of a taxi rank, Amara hugs Zola, who has arrived with nanny for physiotherapy. Zola tugs Amara's sleeve, shows a GIF on her tablet. Silhouetted dancers spinning beside a wheelchair. Text reads, "Tomorrow we dance." Zola whispers, "Bring the speaker?" Amara presses forehead to the child's. "If they let us." Evening traffic locks roads. SolarNet PR convoy crawls, horns blare. Inside lead SUV, lawyers argue over precedent cases. Battery on one laptop dies, charger forgotten. Documents close unsaved. At the studio, UPS beeps low. Electricity grid reports rotating cuts due to storm damage. Lorado exports a mirrored copy of all files to cloud, but progress stalls at 88% when power snaps. She slaps battery pack in place, restarts hotspot. 70 seconds feel like years before cloud resumes. Sifo calls Amara from a borrowed phone. "Boss hunting for tapes, garage sealed. They blame me." "No cameras saw you," Amara says. "They fixed lines. Playback shows gap. They know gap means help." His breathing quickens. "Take leave. Now. I'll vouch later." "Two birds," he says, then hangs up. Night settles. Mansion corridors echo with raised voices. Banda requests extra men, complains about online death threats. Thabani retreats to his office, pours whiskey, stares at unwound watch. Seconds refuse to tick. In a rented hostel room, Kudzai plays the dashcam clip again, volume low. He types a statement for court, stops midway, deletes half, starts over. He slides thumb drive into inner jacket, stands before mirror, practices line, "The public deserves the complete record." 23:40. Lorado sets alarm for Zo 4 all, lies on couch. Felix snores. Thunder rolls distant. Phone buzzes. Anonymous number text. Leak transcripts before they do. She answers, "Scheduled for sunrise, hang tight." Amara rests on a camp mat beside filing cabinets, speaker charging beside her head. She counts breaths in fours like rehearsal warm-ups. At 01:12, the Ledger PDF re-uploads complete. She shares link with Dia's secure email. Dia, in his study, opens the file. He nods once, forwards to Finance Minister with a single sentence. Consider contract implications. So 2:30. Finance Ministry issues notice of suspension to SolarNet, leaks within 10 minutes. Market analysts draft pre-open notes predicting collapse of Dilamini share value. Thabani's phone vibrates non-stop. He finally switches it off, yet screen lights again from internal alert. Emergency credit line revoked by primary bank. He grips device until plastic creaks. Courthouse perimeter already lines with early birds streaming on phones. Street food stalls spark charcoal flames. At 04:55, Zola sends Amara a voice note, soft but clear. "Spin with me in there. People need to hear music." Amara answers with a 13-second sample of their gym beat. Sun edges horizon. City seems to hold breath. Inside his hostel, Kudzai sets finish statement on top of jacket, slips wedding ring into desk drawer, walks out. SolarNet headquarters stands lit like a ship, yet crew hide below decks. Thabani steps into elevator alone, tie undone, eyes shadowed. As doors shut, power dips 1 second, lights flicker, elevator jolts before continuing down. Dawn belongs to the court now. Courthouse lights stab the gray dawn. Street vendors ladle coffee into paper cups while phones already stream the feed. Comment counters spin. Inside, benches overflow. Reporters squat in aisles, thumbs ready. Judge Mapule strides to the bench. Hammer strikes. "We are live." SolarNet counsel leaps first. "Emergency gag request, Your Honor. The online frenzy prejudices our client." The judge lifts one eyebrow. "Request denied. Evidence speaks today." A ripple of applause, quickly silenced. Thabani sits at defense table, collar tight, eyes on the wood grain. 2 seats back, Kudzai adjusts his tie, thumb drive ready. Amara stands near the public rail beside Zola's wheelchair. The speaker she smuggled in rests muted under Zola's blanket. Prosecutor and COSI cues exhibits. Screen drops from ceiling. First slide, ledger transfers, bright arrows pointing to Sunvault Islands. Numbers bold, undeniable. Defense objects to authenticity. Judge allows a 5-minute verification. IT clerk testifies domain trail matches SolarNet servers. Objection overruled. Next clip, dance reel from the gym. Laughter fills the room again, softer now. Viewers online spam heart emojis. Courtroom observers hold breath. Judge nods. We have motive to exploit image, now the crash. Nkosi steps aside. Kudzai walks forward, inserts thumb drive. Dashcam audio plays over speakers. The Bonnie's drunken slur, metal grind, Zola's scream. Some watchers flinch, others record screens for reposts. Defense shouts, deepfake possibility. Kudzai answers, voice steady. I obtained file from company archive room 3 days after accident. Chain of custody log here. He slides stamped sheet across. Judge studies stamp dates, looks at Thabani. Response? Thabani rises, hands grip table edge. I was not driving, the file is edited. Veins in his neck show. He sits before finishing sentence, sweat darkening his shirt. Nkosi calls next witness. Surprise, Chief Dia. He walks with measured steps, chest doodle notebook visible in jacket pocket. He confirms board ignored his request for internal probe. Profit protected over people, gasps Ripple. Judge turns to gallery. Any final voice? Zola raises hand. Bailiff wheels her forward. Camera zooms, live stream chat explodes. She speaks into desk mic, words clear. My legs stopped, but music moves me. Ms. Amara made me laugh again. Please let her dance with every child who hurts. Judge asks, anything else, child? Zola glances at her father. Daddy, it was you at the wheel. I saw your watch when the airbag popped. Murmur rises, Judge pounds gavel once. Thabani's hands tremble. Amara kneels, presses power on speaker. Gentle beat fills courtroom before anyone can stop her. Zola taps armrest to tempo. The moment lasts 8 bars before Judge signals bailiff. Sound cuts, but rhythm lingers. Decision time. Judge reads quickly. Court finds sufficient evidence of reckless endangerment, financial misconduct, and misuse of charitable image. SolarNet contract revoked pending criminal inquiry. Assets of Zola Hope Foundation frozen. Funds redirected under interim trusteeship led by Chief Dia. Ms. Amara Nwoko appointed National Dance Therapy Program Coordinator, effective immediately with civil service protections. Mr. Thabani Dlamini sentenced to 2,500 hours community service at Lusangwe General Hospital, night sanitation shift, pending further criminal proceedings. Gavel slams. People cheer before security can quiet them. Livestream chat floods. Justice jig. Clean those floors, billionaire. Outside, cameras swarm. Reporters fire questions. Thabani pushes through, silent, flashes popping. Kudzai stays behind, giving short statements, no gum in sight. Amara wheels Zola onto the courthouse steps. Vendors hand them free bean fritters. Zola munches, smiling like sunrise. Hours later, Lusangwe General's pediatric wing buzzes with a new sound system on loan from a local DJ who saw the stream. Amara plugs in her playlist. Children in casts, braces, wheelchairs line the corridor. Zola counts them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amara leads a gentle sway. Nurses clap time. A toddler bangs a bedpan like hi-hat. Down another hall, wearing orange coveralls, Thabani pushes a mop bucket. He stops at the doorway, hearing the laughter he once tried to package. His unwound watch dangles loose. He grips mop handle, continues past without a word. Camera phones capture the contrast. Clips hit social feeds before shift ends. Outside, evening sun paints the lot. Lorado signs off a live hit, subscriber count rolling past 1 million. She bumps fists with Felix, then with Sifo, who now guards the hospital gate. Sifo grins wide. 2 birds done flew, madam. Blanket covered, Lorado replies, shaking her head at the phrase but smiling anyway. Inside, Amara ends the first session, bows slightly. Kids cheer. Zola rolls forward, offers her a purple bead she untied from her locks. Amara threads it onto her bracelet, standing taller. She hits play again. Fresh beat drops. Wheelchairs spin, crutches clap, staff dance. Laughter floods hallways, louder than sirens, louder than stock crashes, loud enough that even a man mopping floors must pause, just for a second, to remember how it started with one small giggle in a silent gym